don't want to be a part of this narrative, and it's like, when is this ever gonna end? Like, it never will. Let's talk about something else.
It's making me cry.
Everything.
Kim Kardashian has reportedly decided that North West won't be seeing her father Kanye West anytime soon because Kanye has a wild plan that involves their daughter and Diddy. According to sources, Kanye is allegedly using North to clean up Diddy's tarnished image, painting him as a good guy and great father, when we all know the truth. And honestly, Kim might have a solid reason to be concerned. Let's break it all down. Kanye is really pushing boundaries this time. Forget the Bianca Censori Grammy scandal. This is on a whole different level. He's now bringing his own daughter into the mix, reportedly using her as a pawn to make Diddy seem innocent. And let's be real. Who in their right mind would want to be part of a PR stunt for Diddy right now? But that's exactly what Kanye is dragging North into. Apparently, Kanye just dropped a new track featuring none other than Diddy, Diddy's son Christian King Combs, and his own daughter North West. And get this. Kim actually tried to get a judge to put a stop to it, but Kanye went ahead and did it anyway. The track, titled Lonely Roads Still Go to Sunshine, was released on his X account, and he even listed a producer who's currently locked up as being featured on the track. Now, here's where things get even messier. Kanye and Diddy might have more in common than people think. There have been whispers for years about Kanye's behind-the-scenes behavior, and with everything that's coming to light, it feels like his time might be running out sooner than later. And just to make sure people got the message loud and clear, Kanye tweeted the track details, making sure to highlight Lonely Roads Still Go to Sunshine, featuring Puff Daddy King Combs, Diddy's son, because Kanye clearly wanted that to be known, North West, and Jasmine Williams, a new Yeezy artist he's trying to put on the map. This situation is messy, and if Kim is drawing the line here, she just might have a point. Kanye isn't just using North to clean up Diddy's reputation, he's also using her to push some unknown artist, Jasmine Williams. Ever heard of her? Yeah, me neither. Drop a comment if you have, because this feels like a straight-up random promotion stunt. Now, let's talk about Lonely Roads. The track kicks off with a voice that sounds a lot like Diddy's, thanking Kanye for taking care of his kids and reaching out. He even admits that no one else has checked in on him for months. And honestly, that's not surprising. The so-called friends he thought he had are keeping their distance, refusing to defend him. And rightfully so. Nobody wants to be linked to his mess. But guess who's standing right by his side? Kanye West. And here's where it gets even wilder. Kanye actually says that Diddy raised him, despite the two barely knowing each other back in the day. Meanwhile, the voice on the other end of the call talks about feeling a lot of love. But is it real support, or just two fallen giants clinging to each other in the storm? Then there's North's part. She raps, "When you see me shining, then you see the light." And just like that, Kanye has officially pulled his own daughter into this mess. Alongside her, you've got Diddy's son, Christian Combs, and of course, Jasmine Williams, whoever she is. Now, here's the real question. Does Diddy realize that the one person coming to his defense is the same guy who publicly declared himself a Nazi? Like, is this really the support he wants? Because if Kanye is the only one left on your team, that says a lot. If I were Kim, I'd be furious. North is being dragged into this chaos, and for what? She doesn't even sound good on the track. It's clear she's just being used. And let's not forget, this isn't just any song. This is a track tied to two of the most controversial men right now, Kanye and Diddy. People have a lot to say about it. One person commented, "North West being on that song is no different than them wearing Balenciaga." Another said, "Poor North West." And this one really hit the nail on the head. Kanye is a bad father for this one. But what do you think? Is Kanye crossing the line? Drop your thoughts below. Now, multiple sources are claiming this song almost didn't come out because Kim did everything she could to block it. She fought hard to stop Kanye from releasing it, but in the end, he pushed forward anyway. And get this! North had recently visited her dad at the studio, the first time he's seen any of his kids in weeks. That's when he reportedly had her record vocals, and then placed them on a track with Diddy. If this is what he's doing with his limited time with his kids, then honestly, I wouldn't blame Kim for cutting visits short. And while reports say it's been weeks since he's seen them, let's be real. It feels like it's been months. When Kim got wind of this, she immediately took legal action. Sources say she sent out cease and desist letters and pushed for an emergency hearing with a judge and mediator. But guess what? Kanye didn't even show up. The hearing still went down. And according to insiders, Kanye agreed not to drop the track at that time. Kim is making it clear she does not want North wrapped up in her father's antics or any of the drama surrounding Diddy. And honestly, that makes total sense, especially considering Diddy is currently facing federal trafficking charges. But here's where things get messy. The Kardashians have a long history with Diddy. Let's not forget, they were regulars at his infamous white parties. They were in those circles, no questions asked. So while Kim is absolutely making the right call here, some people are calling out the hypocrisy. I mean, back in the day, Khloe was hopping on private jets, partying with him, and going to those wild events. But now, the tables have turned. This is so real. Like, no, I'm going to talk about you however I want on my show. Honestly, though, Kanye's transformation has been wild. And I genuinely feel for Kim, because there's no way she saw this coming when they were getting married and having kids. Back then, she probably thought she was building a life with a creative genius, not someone who'd go completely off the rails by 2025. Now, we all know Kanye has been wildly active on social media lately, and just check out this headline. Kanye West declares men make the final decision after releasing song with North against Kim's wishes. Excuse me? What? He's out here giving full-blown misogynist energy. Is this what his fans are into now? Because let's be real, Kanye just swapped out his anti-Semitism for misogyny, and now he's out here declaring war on Kim. He even brought up his infamous heated text exchanges with her, which he himself leaked, saying, "All kings love war."
I don't want to be a part of this narrative, and it's like, when is this ever gonna end? Like, it never will.
Kim tried everything to block the song, but Kanye, who now calls himself I'll always call him Kanye, went ahead and dropped it on X anyway. And let's talk about this name change thing for a second. I mean, Diddy's changed his name 5 times to dodge his past, so why does it feel like Kanye is pulling a similar move? But here's the kicker. Kanye actually asked Kim to amend North's trademark so he could officially drop the song under her name.
Let's talk about something else.
It's making me cry.
Everything.
He even posted a screenshot of the paperwork, writing, "This happened without me being aware." Now, looking at the actual document, it's crystal clear. Kim is the sole and exclusive owner of all trademarks. So what do you guys think? Is Kanye really out here fighting for his daughter? Or is this just another control move? Drop your thoughts below. So here's the deal. Kanye's use of North's name, likeness, and trademark for this song isn't just messy. It's actually a legal violation. According to court documents, this move directly goes against the 2022 stipulated judgment, where Kanye and Kim agreed to joint legal custody. And it looks like this whole trademark battle was already decided back when they finalized custody. Kim has made it crystal clear. She doesn't believe North's involvement in this project is in her best interest. And, legally, she has the sole and exclusive ownership of all trademarks related to North's name. Kanye basically just copied and pasted what the document said, but the fact that he's acting shocked is weird. One person commented, "I feel like we knew their names were trademarked ages ago. How did he not know? Isn't that how the public found out about North's name before it was even announced?" Another wrote, "What's hilarious is I guarantee he and Kim already talked about this. And he literally forgot. He's probably just too out of it to remember." And this comment? Kim ate here. Because let's be real, she did. Now, let's get a better look at their actual conversation. Kanye sends Kim a screenshot of the trademark document he posted and then says, "I'm never speaking with you again." Kim responds, "I asked you at the time if I could trademark her name. You said yes. When she's 18, it goes to her. So, stop. I sent paperwork over so she wouldn't be in the Diddy song to protect her." At this point, it's not looking good for Kanye. He agreed to all of this years ago, and now he's acting like he's just finding out. What do you guys think? Did he really forget? Or is he just using this as an excuse to stir up drama? So, Kanye and Kim actually agreed when their kids were born that she would handle trademarking all their names to prevent anyone else from taking them. That was the deal. But now, Kanye's losing it over it. He messaged Kim saying, "Amend it or I'm going to war, and neither of us will recover from the public fallout. You're going to have to kill me." Excuse me? This just got dark. And it turns out, Kim isn't just holding on to North's trademark. She also has Saints, Chicago's, and Psalms locked down too. So, Kanye took to Twitter, or X, to vent, writing, "Yes, I have beef with people that froze my account, took my kids away, and tried to put me in jail, and it stuck." Now, Kanye keeps saying he doesn't just want to see his kids. He actually wants to raise them and be involved in their schooling. But step one, Kanye, be present. And let's be real, he's not. Instead, he's running around chasing every Kim Kardashian and Bianca Censori lookalike he can find. Even Bianca, his actual wife, is reportedly done with him. Rumors are already swirling that they're splitting up, and honestly, Kanye doesn't seem too fazed. Because guess what? He's already found a clone. Yep, he's been spotted with yet another woman who looks eerily similar to Bianca. And get this new woman doesn't just look like Bianca, she might even be working for him. In recent photos, she was seen wearing a walkie-talkie on her side, which is kind of suspicious. Who is she? Probably just another enabler because, let's be honest, Kanye is surrounded by them right now. With Kanye bringing back Sunday service, people are wondering what his angle is this time. And turns out, it's a lot less religious and, well, way more problematic. Based on the visuals released by his team, this revival isn't about faith. It's looking darker, angrier, and even more hateful. And honestly, it's devastating to see just how far Kanye has fallen into this hateful rhetoric.
Selling a certain kind of symbol on a shirt on his Yeezy website was apparently the last straw, and she told him that's not who she is and that she can't be associated with that. Honestly, this isn't the first time that Kanye West has done something highly controversial. So I'm thinking that there's actually more to this than we think. And I think a lot of it may have to do with this public humiliation ritual that he did with her on the red carpet. Though he seems to say differently because the following day after that red carpet appearance, he did say, "My wife's first red carpet opening, a whole new world. I keep staring at this photo like I was staring in admiration that night, thinking, wow, I'm so lucky to have a wife that is so smart, talented, brave, and hot." But clearly anybody that saw that footage saw that she was very unhappy and very uncomfortable.
The rumors about him and Bianca heading toward divorce have been swirling for months, pretty much since that wild Grammy stunt. And from what's being said, Bianca is not here for his obsession with hate, especially when it comes to his attacks on Jewish people. People have plenty to say about her situation. One comment reads, "Bianca probably just misses wearing clothes, she's cold." Another says, "She needs to write a book. She probably knows a lot." And let's be real, Bianca's rumored decision to divorce Kanye seems directly tied to his shocking tirade on Twitter, where he straight up said he loves Hitler and called himself a Nazi. And you know the saying, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. If Bianca can get out of this situation, good for her. She deserves the chance to rebuild, establish her own name, and escape all this messiness. If there was ever a time to run, it's now. At this point, Kanye's spiral just keeps getting worse. And honestly, the people closest to him aren't sticking around. With rumors of Bianca walking away, his feud with Kim exploding, and his music decisions causing outrage, it's clear Kanye is running out of allies. And let's talk about his Sunday service reboot, because what even is this anymore? Once a space for spiritual performances and gospel music now, it's looking more like a recruitment center for his twisted views. The imagery, the messaging, it's all disturbing. People aren't gathering for faith anymore. They're watching Kanye push his personal agenda, and it's only getting darker. Meanwhile, Bianca isn't the only one distancing herself. Industry insiders are reportedly cutting ties, and people who once defended him are realizing there's just no coming back from this. Even his fans are conflicted, with some still riding for him, while others are saying enough is enough. And then there's Kim. She's fighting tooth and nail to keep North out of his mess, but Kanye just keeps pushing boundaries. He's ignored legal warnings, used their daughter in his music, and is now doubling down on the very behavior that got him canceled in the first place. Can you imagine Bianca trying to pack up her suitcase? That bag would be light as a feather, barely even a carry-on. She doesn't have much to take with her, but let's hope she secured some funds before making her exit. If she was really playing it smart, she would have moved some money aside, if there's even anything left to move. But let's get back to the real issue here. North West is being used, and it's disgusting. It's actually mind-blowing to think about how Kanye used to be so vocal about protecting North from the industry. He once fought hard to keep her away from Hollywood's dark side. Now, he's the one putting her front and center, using her as some kind of spokesperson for one of the most controversial figures in the industry. It's sick. Plain and simple. And before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because trust me, there's more to come. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys!